Aries, hello, and welcome to your weekly reading for October 27th through to the 3rd of November. So, I was just making this like cover thumbnail image, and it's so funny because you see, I'm wearing a shirt that says Paris, and it just fit perfectly over Aries. So, maybe some of you guys are planning to go to Paris, maybe you guys want to go and need to start vision boarding. Vision boards do a lot because when you focus your thoughts and feelings, they actually shift matter. It's true. This is what The Secret teaches. People don't want to give it praise because they have the monkey mind and they can't control their thoughts. So one trick is to just visualize a single scene. If you want to be at the Eiffel Tower, toasting with a bunch of people, maybe you don't drink, so you have apple cider, someone gives you a apple juice, martinellis, like make your own scene because we have tapa. Maybe some of you guys are ready to join together in marriage with someone, and that's where you want to go to honeymoon. So it's like visualizing the scene of you toasting, maybe with some martinellis, maybe with some sparkling champagne or prosecco or whatever it is that you prefer. Just know that drinking does set back your spiritual growth quite a bit. I have been sober now for going on 3 years, so it's just one of those things where it's like until you're ready, don't force yourself, but when you're ready, make that leap and trust that you will be caught. And maybe it's like you drink now, but the perfect person for you is sober. Yeah, we got fire. So there's a passion. There's this 3 representing Jupiter, and then 2 and a 7, Neptune, Cancer, representing you, Aries, coming together with this 9. And I'll just say this, there's so many ways to entertain ourselves. And again, while it's like, oh, I don't have money in the bank, I don't have my passport, I need to get a renewed passport, how am I even going to get that? Don't worry about that. It's just thought and feeling. This is such a physical density that we have forgotten that we are souls in a body, that we are electric, and that your passion can do so much for you. It could also be something to where it's like someone's desperately seeking someone who has your skills and they're in Paris. And the first thing you need to do is just put yourself out there, onto the internet and start learning how to, if you have to hire an assistant, you do that, but you need to put a website out or something. And it's like you'll have clients calling you from Paris. And then from there, it's, the momentum is in motion. Deep sea diving. Way of the mystic, learn through experiencing depth. So, yeah, you see how this person's enveloped in this pinkish, purplish cloud. It's so interesting. It's like I see that sometimes in my waking life, but maybe you guys have been encountering new depths with your passion, and you've been, in the moment with your clients or with your beloved or on your own, just in your own space. You've been encountering this depth of passion, this depth of purpose, and you're afraid. And it's okay because it's the way of the mystic. You have to have that rebirth cycle, which does mean an ego death of some sort. Okay. The mystic wants to have a direct experience with the sacred. The sacred is everywhere and within everything, so every moment is an invitation to deepen the connection within. The mystic learns through merging with life, through experiencing things firsthand, through learning about what's known and then diving deep into what's unknown for a chance of direct, intimate experience. So there you go. And this might be you and the divine, coming close to the divine and coming close to God, but in a way that takes you somewhere. Like you physically go to Paris because you're trusting, you're believing. You're not like going into debt, opening credit cards, anything like that, and hoping that everything will come together. But it's like you literally check Google Flights and whoa, the flight's $200. And you're like, okay, I have that. And then from there, it's like things unfold. I even found something recently on Instagram that was like a house swap. And it's like, you never know. You might have a student who wants to go to school where you live. And going to Paris, I know that I met someone years ago. We worked together. She was speaking about the Violet Flame in Saint Germain, and there being a large community of people there who are in Paris because apparently Saint Germain lived in Paris during a period of his many lifetimes. So, through learning about what's known and then diving deep into what's unknown for the chance of a direct, intimate experience. Mystics are the sacred explorers of this world, both inner and outer. Open-hearted and minded, they're willing to journey into uncharted waters in order to truly live. So have you been to Paris, Aries? Let me know in the comments, or let me know. You can affirm this. I am in divine flow and I am merging with the divine to go places. Again, I am in divine flow, and I am merging with the divine to go places. And put a suitcase emoji if you're ready. If you receive this card, it's likely that you're being called to learn through direct experience, to dive in and explore things for yourself. Like the Sumerian goddess Inanna, journeying to the underworld to return completely transformed. The way of the mystic is not for the faint-hearted, but it's a way to truly live. Most learn through reading books and following processes. The way of the mystic is much deeper, more experiential and feminine, so very yin. It requires faith and courage. It demands that you disregard external maps and be led from within. While every step of the journey may not be clearly marked, the way ahead always emerges, and the transformation cannot be replicated. Perhaps you're in an uncharted place in your life or being called to embrace uncertainty. You're being called to the depths and you will return transformed. So the Healing Waters affirmation, if you're not ready to travel, you could just type this in the comments. I trust my path, or trust is a victim word. I really do resonate with that. So no, trust is not it. Hope is a victim word, so we want to use the word trust. Scratch what I said first. I trust my path and choose to see the sacred everywhere and within all things. I follow this intelligence that's within me. And one affirmation that I've been practicing for a minute is I easily follow my heart and intuition. It was something that came up through Sirius Joy. They had 40 days of truth and purpose, and it was really powerful to have that. So Aries, we're going to get a Goddess Power Oracle card. The week ahead, Sun is moving from 4 to 11 degrees Scorpio, and this for you guys is your 8th house. So you guys are having sex, death, transformation, and rebirth coming up as themes. And if you're not actually with a partner, like let's say you're celibate, or you're just not dating or seeing people, it's a time to process when you were, to go deeper into what is intimacy for you now. Like, is it a glance at the coffee shop? Is it feelings in your heart for the divine? Have you switched to a more monastic way of life? Epona, wise leadership. I wonder, did you guys get this before? It looks like she's holding a piece of fruit, like a mango or something. So she got 14. I'm feeling the alignment message. It opened right to there. Being overly assertive and determined to take action is not in your favor at this time. If you feel afraid of making a mistake or worried that you will somehow compromise yourself or disappoint someone else, consider this a time to regroup and assess the details. As the goddess Epona knows, not all paths are meant to be explored, not all battles are meant to be fought, not all opportunities will pan out. Beware of a tendency to overreach. You have come a long way, and the best leader knows when to take a break. Your task is to hold back and breathe deeply, trusting fully. This has come up twice now, and I had to just recalibrate myself, because it's like hope is the victim word, but trust is the empowered, I'm following the divine type of thinking. So you want to trust fully that when the time comes to act, the goddess Epona will guide you. You don't want to act too soon out of fear and insecurity, or even by hubris, as you will surely slip and lose your stance. Take heart, for this is the perfect moment for a time out to see what the goddess Epona truly has for you. The divine has you safe and secure. You just need to wait. Waiting is also a timely thing, because you see how Epona has this piece of fruit in her hand, but Tapa has these two super close. They are interwoven. They have woven together something, and it's not like they're having to reach out across time, space, across the universe and hold on to each other. It's just a matter of having your arms around something. So if you have to give your family a hug, you have to just hug yourself, put on some nice music, and let that be something that you do for this new moon coming up. It's going to, wow, you see the 10 of Wands here. It might lead to some breakthrough. It might lead to an emotional and belief overhaul. You see these people are having sort of like a shamanic ritual. They're dancing, they're playing instruments. One woman is painting. And it feels like you guys can absolutely benefit from this passion that you have, and maybe even shaping your vision. The Eight of Wands. So yeah, it's like a matter of just trusting them. When things take off, they're going to take off. They're going to be happening really fast. And we see this woman here making cave paintings with her two kids. And there's Black Moon Lilith in the back. Like, it took me a while to realize that they were doing a cave drawing. But once I got it, it's just speaking to creativity, coming together to join with people, and maybe, yeah, seeing that we go, it's all wands. It's all in your mind space. So practicing that visualization, those thoughts and feelings of, maybe for me it's Paris, and for you it's just having a space to paint on the walls with your family, and you want to have that, but you're not sure when, and you're wanting to have like financing or some sort of option open up so that it could be something that you easily and readily can afford to have, like a physical space. Trust in the timing, trust in divine flow, Aries, and you will benefit immensely. If you guys want to go deeper into this reading, I'm sure you've seen your chart under Placidus. Go to astro.com, and under chart styles, it will say web default at the beginning, which I believe is Placidus. And you want to look at KOCH, Coke, and you want to look at equal. Equal acknowledges the symmetry of the soul, and Coke shows you which houses have gotten really small over Placidus lifetimes, over us doing a little bit too much in one house and leaving the others undeveloped. So I would look at your 6th house of daily life and your 12th house of spirit, of the unconscious, of those feelings, those thoughts, those emotions that could be under the daily hum, under the daily buzz of life. And Aries, until next time, all of my aloha.